Hello and welcome to Mashable's Air Friday, where we air fry anything and everything in the name of deliciousness. I am culture reporter Tim Marson, and this week we are air frying a breakfast cookie. This recipe comes from TikTok, where Nicole Addison on TikTok made this viral recipe of a breakfast cookie. Now you might be thinking, what is a breakfast cookie? Is this just like a chocolate chip standard cookie? And the answer is no. This is kind of a healthy-ish version of a cookie, something like kind of a breakfast bar in a cookie shape. Hopefully that'll turn out nice and delicious. Let's start with, this is half a banana mashed up. We got half a cup of just normal oats. This is half a scoop of protein powder. This is a teaspoon of baking powder. We've got a tablespoon of almond milk, tablespoon of coconut oil, and then finally for toppings, we've got some cinnamon and some chocolate chips. The steps here are easy. The next step we're gonna do is we're gonna get a big mixing bowl, we're gonna put it all together, and we're gonna form it into a cookie shape. I'm gonna save the chocolate chips for the end. I almost made a mistake there. We're gonna top it sort of like a chocolate chip cookie, but I am gonna give just a sprinkle of cinnamon to mix throughout, because I feel like that'd be a little bit better mixed throughout the cookie rather than as a topping. So once we got that, we're just gonna mix it all up. This looks a little wet, but I'm sure we can form it into a patty of sorts and then top it with chocolate chips and then get it in the air fryer. So that's our next step. But let's get a piece of parchment paper down so that way the cookie's not leaking through to the bottom. I've taken a piece of a sheet of parchment paper and laid it down. That's where our cookie's gonna go so that it doesn't seep through or anything during the process while you're air frying the cookie. Now, something to consider is try not to take up the whole bottom of the basket with the parchment paper so you still get airflow throughout your basket. We're just gonna take our batter, form it into kind of a puck-shaped deal. So I'm kind of just making like almost like a burger patty, like so. And what I'm doing here is a very technical term. We're just smooshing it down. We're just gonna take some chocolate chips, drop them right on top. Okay, our masterpiece is complete. We've got a big old breakfast cookie. We're gonna put it in the air fryer at 360 degrees, 10 minutes, and we should have a nice, tasty breakfast ready to go. And honestly, I think I probably would have cooked it for less than 10 minutes. It's looking a little bit burnt, but not too bad. I'm sure it'll still be tasty. So here's what we got. Kind of a little more charred exterior than you'd probably hope for, but all things considered, could be worse. So I cut off just a little piece. If you see here, it's not bad on the inside. It's got a nice like fluffy texture, at least from feeling it. That's pretty good. I mean, listen, is it a ultra sweet chocolate chip cookie that you're gonna get from some like very fancy bakery? No, but that's not really what you want for breakfast every day anyway. It's a little sweet. It's got some nice texture. It's almost kind of like, because I'm eating it warm, it's almost like if you took granola and made like kind of a granola-y cookie. And I appreciate that texture that you get from the oats. And it's sweet enough to where you can still justifiably call this a cookie. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a nice, pretty healthy way, pretty easy. You know, if you're in the market for like more of a sweet breakfast, I think this is a pretty good option. I would recommend it.